Terrence Crawford against some dude that's supposed to be good.
We're live.
It's gonna be good.
We're live. We're good. Yes, sir. Here we go. Let's try it again. Take two. Take two. Happy Friday, everyone. Okay, we're going to go over our updates again real quick. We have two teams playing San Diego. Coach Jason with the 9U, Dwayne, Coach DJ with the 11U holding it down. Our last two teams standing for the summer. We had a great turnout for our tryout. Thank you, everyone that came out this past Saturday and Sunday. We're going to send the emails out this weekend. Our team is working really hard behind the scenes to send those emails out. So look out for an email. Check your junk mail. Makeups, August 10th. Don't miss out. Don't be afraid to come out and try out for Braves Baseball Academy. Let's see what else. So we got here. I'm Gus Rico. It's Kobe month, so it should be good. That new statue came out. We'll talk about it in a little bit. That's pretty cool.
8224.
8224. 8/23/24 his birthday, and then 8/24/24. So Kobe month. I was gonna wear my Kobe jersey, but I don't have one. So thank you guys. Gus Rico to my left, Andy Lira, co-host. He's a little sad. He's a little feisty right now. So bear with me. Bear with him. Go ahead. Take it away.
Talk about the Kobe thing.
Don't get too much into it because we got introduced.
No,
we're running late.
You're right. But no, I've needed the mom and Mattel in the last 2 hours, but it's okay. Well, no, it's Andy Lira again. Welcome back. Thank you guys for joining up, and we've had a great turnout. We're recapping July, and then Cooperstown as well. So we're here. We have three guys to my left here. We have Coach Chewy, Coach Mondo, Coach Lino. And they're going to introduce themselves, and we're going to get right into it.
Yeah, I'll keep it short because we're running late. Coach Chewy, glad to be back. Thank you for having me. I had the pleasure of being in Cooperstown for a week with Coach Mondo, coaching alongside him. It was a trip of a lifetime. Like I said earlier, this is take two. Coach Lionel and Coach Lira, I haven't talked to them really about how their Cooperstown trip went. So I'm just excited to hear about their stories and share our stories with them. So.
Yeah, Coach Mondo, everyone. Excited to be here. Thanks for the invite.
Been first and last.
First and last. I'm giving the production team over their trouble, and also Lyra for forgetting his laptop, but that's okay.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
All right. Don't worry about it. We had some really high-end cameras here that I was looking forward to it, but of course, Lyra forgot his laptop, and hey, we got to go. We got to go. But you know what? It's been a pleasure to coach with the Braves. Now going on 4+ years. And it's just been a phenomenal journey, especially being able to coach with Gus last year at the last summer in Cary was amazing. And of course, this past summer with Coach Chewy and our 11 boys out in Cooperstown, it was just not only an amazing experience for our boys, but an amazing experience for both of us. So I think we're looking forward to sharing more of that. And again, good to be here.
How you guys doing? My name is Lionel Villarreal. I've been with the Braves program for 3 years. In knowing the Braves program for the last 11 years or 14 years when you guys first started.
When we first started.
So it's been great to be involved and be part of the program. So, and also as well, thank you for having me.
Yeah. All right. So the month of July, it was umpire month. Shout out to the Astorga brothers and umpire Dax. You guys were great. You guys were a big fan of you guys on and off the field. Me personally, I learned a lot from them. I don't think any of us here knows the game. If not, we wouldn't be doing this. But I've learned so much this month of July. I can't wait to see you guys on the field. Maybe get tossed from you guys in the fall or winter. Kind of practice on that. But shout out to you guys. It was a great month with you guys. July was hectic. July was crazy. We'll get into straight Cooperstown. So we took 3 teams. First time this program has ever done that. I think next year we're going to break that record. I hope. We might take 4. So you guys had week 1 or whatever, week 7, and then Lyra, you went right after Coach Chewy and Mondo, and then a couple weeks later, Lino. Let's get into it. I mean, let's talk about even leaving the banner behind, leaving the baseballs behind. I mean, trusting, the front office and Cooperstown itself. I mean, you 3 gentlemen here experienced it with your son. which I experienced it with my son a couple years ago, and I think it's, I mean, yeah, it adds, you know, that extra taste. Like, man, this is pretty cool.
I truly think if your kid is 8, 9, 10, 7, 11, it's and you're into travel baseball, it's something that you have to do.
Right.
It's like the trip of a lifetime.
Yeah.
Right? Would you agree? It's the trip of a lifetime. Just
Yeah.
the way the kids are treated. You
Yeah.
know, they get that major league treatment for a whole week where you
Yeah.
get fed, you get your clothes washed,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, and if you're looking at it, yeah, there's an expense, but don't second guess it. I think it's been again, my son's been playing travel ball since he was 6, 12 now. This is probably the best trip of his lifetime so far. It was amazing, and just want to just give a big shout out to Rick Abbott and his team, the CEO from Cooperstown All-Star Village. You know what? They were, I know our week, they were just amazing hosts,
were.
very accommodating. Just the extra attention that they play into just everything, especially during our week. We had just a great week overall experience all around. So I just want to give a shout out to Rick and his team for really kind of on it. And we were very lucky. We actually had Cal Ripken be our Major League Baseball guest that week. Learned a lot of great things when he spoke to the coaches and when he spoke to the kids. And I think that was a really special treat. I knew that he was going to be our guest, and I kept it kind of quiet from our kids. Coach Chewy and I kind of knew, so him and I were looking forward to it. And
great.
when the kids kind of saw this guy, he's a monster.
He is.
Yeah.
He's a monster. I thought he
He
was in the,
is.
he's a big guy and just phenomenal message. And it was just a sweet experience for that. Just to start off day one, which was
Great way to
amazing.
kick off the tournament.
Absolutely.
Lionel, talk about it.
Well, I think I said our experience is a little different. We went there with 73 teams.
Oh, geez.
Compared to 48, we had 48 teams.
What'd you have there?
72.
72.
72, same thing. We'll sell out. Showers, nothing but cold water, let me tell you. But
Really?
it's cold waters throughout the whole entire week. It
Wow.
didn't matter if you were going in there at 5 in the morning. Didn't matter if you were going in at 12 at midnight.
So that 8 a.m. game, the kids were awake.
Oh, they were awake.
Absolutely.
Everybody
Cold
was
water.
awake. It was just
Right.
cold water. But
Yeah.
but besides that, the experience was great.
That's awesome.
It's great as all the kids would tell you they didn't mind, they didn't care taking cold showers because they had all their boys and all.
Yeah.
So and then it's just the camaraderie that they develop inside the bunks.
Yeah.
It's a great experience for them, and like he said, it's something worthwhile to kind of
Absolutely.
experience.
Yeah.
Especially with if you have your kid in there, it just makes it that much sweeter.
Yeah. Lyra, talk about your experience. You have no kids, so
Yeah, so I didn't have no kids there. I just had 12 kids that we had to take care of. But honestly, it was a great experience. I would say I've never done that before. I've been to college, I've roomed with different guys our age, but to room with kids and that you had to take care of and really then go coach, then come back and be I guess I'm not like an older brother to them in the sense of where you can go hang out with them and try to make it fun for them and you forget about the game of baseball or what just happened. That was the toughest thing for me, at least. And I let the kids know and I let everybody know, like, I've learned how to leave it out in the field there because you had to. There's no way that you're going to be able to come back at the bunks and be all mad and scream. You had to be like, you know what? Gotta let them be kids. And honestly, I ended up, joining in with them, having fun, play wiffle ball, go do this, go do that. And then it made, I guess, the transition easier. So that was my biggest thing I took out of that tournament was to help me realize that you got to leave it out on the field and leave it there, literally. Because if not, if you're gonna come mad back to the bunks, it's gonna be a bad trip. So we did that because the kids at the end of the day they're gonna be kids, so they had all the fun in the world, and it's crazy because you have a bunk right to you, and then there's a bunk right above you, and there's a bunk right next to you. So like there are kids everywhere, like, and you're just sitting there, you're like, dang, like what are we supposed to do and go, and then. I think after the third day, we're like, man, just go out there and go and mingle, go have fun and do all that too. And actually, the coaches are you sit there and you mingle too. Like that's one thing I've learned was you go and we run into a bunch of Dominicans. They were really cool Canadians. Australians. Like you go and you start learning from other guys, and you start learning other people's cultures like that. I think that was the best part about it. Was baseball's always fun, but it was just the outside of it where you look back at it now. In the moment, I didn't really think about it, those things, but now you're looking back at it and you're like, damn, like there's a lot of diversity, a lot of different baseball from different countries, and how far a game is growing is it's amazing to see, especially at that age where it's 12s.
So we're asking a 12-year-old to get on a plane and fly to the East Coast. I know, Mondo, you got delayed. You guys probably caught some rain, some bad weather. And you can't fly straight into Cooperstown. Most likely you're going to fly into either Buffalo, Boston, New York, JFK, Jersey. So you're asking a 12-year-old, obviously, with you guys as parents or as coaches, to go to the East Coast, go trade pins, go spend a week in the bunks, and then go hit a moving object.
Go perform.
And that's tough to do. And I mean, I'm proud of all these boys. I'm proud of you guys, assistant coaches, Rigo, Jason, and Ed. Shout out to you guys. You guys did a heck of a job. You guys represented well. Trading pins, all that good stuff. It goes. The parent, the spirit gear, all that stuff. The dad's wearing those tutus. I thought that was great.
Yeah. I was like,
you guys really represented well. And
The funny story about the pins. One of our parents, she made sibling pins for the siblings. It was a sliding mitt. Well, the sliding mitt was such a hit
nice.
that
should have brought it.
Well, it's so valuable. Our kids were selling them for $20 a piece.
Nice.
And there's kids trading them for actual sliding mitts.
So you guys were hustling.
Our guys were hustling, baby.
Entrepreneurs in the making.
Hustling.
Entrepreneurs in the making.
So,
I love it.
They're like, we spent that much, buddy. We want to make it back.
So they would find one of the sisters or siblings that had extra mitts, resell it for $20 to try to resell it again for $25 or $30.
Oh man!
And these were just. And the funny part was she got them like the same. They got delivered at Cooperstown.
Oh wow!
When she checked in.
That's awesome.
So these little sliding mitts were such a hit, and it was great because they, besides the mitts, it had big old Brave on it that everybody loved around the
and you guys made money.
The kids made money because there's the one selling them.
Right, that's awesome.
Is there any leftovers? I think I have $40 in my wallet.
Hey, out there, whoever has a sliding mitt, Coach, you may want to buy one.
Well, I thought we weren't the only one.
They're monster shakes, right?
Well, I thought we weren't the only ones because we had a kid that actually gave his mitt away for a pin. I was like, damn, is trading pins really that
It's a big deal?
Big deal.
It's
like
a
he
big
gave
deal.
his whole mitt away, his sliding mitt to get a pin.
It's evolved
'Cause it was
like
a-
the bobblehead game.
Well, they call it the rare pin. So yours was, they were probably calling it the rare pin. That's why they were trying to get
We
it.
were there with multiple teams that especially from California. So I think Mariachi, they're from Carlsbad. They had like a set of 4. So people were chasing the whole entire set.
That's awesome.
There was one lady I met that had the whole entire 73 teams.
Wow.
She got them she got the last one on the last day.
Wow.
So it's a big,
It's a lot of work.
It's a big deal.
That's awesome.
So 73 pins in a week.
Go ahead, Mondo.
I think I look at my kid. He hustled for those pins. He's got a awesome collection, and he's got a big collection of the umpires.
Oh,
That's
nice.
one thing, because as you look at all the umpires had their pins, so
Uh-huh.
he was always ready. Umpire, here's my pin. Where's yours? And it was just an exciting kind of overall moment. It was just I think looking at it, it could have been hectic day one, but it was phenomenal. It
really
was
was.
just the overall experience. The number of kids playing from all over the country. I think
Yeah.
that's really what kind of drove it and made it more exciting. And for us, our 11 dudes, some of them, 6 of those guys have been playing. 6, 7 of them have been playing together since they were probably 8 years old. So for that experience, that was just another icing on the cake for them, which was really great. And I think looking at it, just like Lyra said, we got to meet some awesome coaches from Atlanta, from Chicago, Canada, that
Yeah.
were just, you know what, it's really talking about baseball in a different light. Even some of the local SoCal guys said, hey, so what are you guys doing with this? What are you guys doing with that? And I think those conversations were phenomenal. Just I know for Chewy and I talking to a lot of those coaches, it was just
Did they ask you for our
great
signs?
conversation. Huh?
Did they ask you for our signs? Or?
No.
Of course, we use pitch comp, so there's no way they'll get our signs. But again, overall, just a great experience as we go about it. And the sweetest part is that when you're winning, makes it even better. And I think for us, again, we weren't probably undefeated until the semifinal.
Yeah.
Scored 138 runs, 38 home runs with our boys. So we're just banging all weekend. That's it. That's it. I know.
You guys owe me a carne asada out here.
I know.
that's right.
Yeah, we still
We made a bet.
for our 12 year old parents. We won that bet, and Coach Gus still owes us
No,
carne asada.
no.
He
We
still
dropped
owes
like
it.
I don't know how many we
think
dropped
I
last year.
think we
I gotta
did
call
it.
Cooperstown because I know we dropped. George said that we dropped like I don't know 60, 70 home runs last
No,
year.
I think it was 36. I saw it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know
So-
Drew's year we dropped 38.
Okay.
That was 2021. Drew's when he was 12, we dropped 38 home runs. Breaking news: Blake Snell just threw a no hitter.
Oh, nice.
Blake Snell just no hit the Reds.
Nice.
Blake Snell, even
Good
though
for
you're
him.
a giant, but
Yeah,
good for you.
him. Good for
Yeah.
him.
You got that Snella team coming, huh?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
trouble Snella team coming.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad he no hit the Reds. No offense, Hunter Green, but
Yeah.
Why
you know
though?
those guys because they're pimping home runs and staring at them and boom, and then the next day you just get no hit.
So that's baseball.
What's
I mean-
baseball? Getting no hit?
Yeah, that happens.
That too.
Coach Hero wants to get into
Yeah.
Jazz Chisholm.
So
No,
I call it.
that
I
was
call
last
it.
night. That was last
That's
night.
gonna,
I call it-
That's
I
gonna
call
derail
it-
us. Let's
Yeah.
talk about
I
talk
call it
about it
relevance.
at dinner after.
I call it
Yeah,
baseball
yeah.
gods. You know what I mean? But we'll talk about this some other time.
Hey,
But anyways,
but looking a little bit of it, as no, we run a very kind of strict program with our boys, how they carry themselves on the field, how they when they hit a home run, do it like you've done it before. But we let them loose in Cooperstown.
Did you guys
I
have a
think-
crazy chant or no?
no crazy chance, but you know what? We made it really
You missed out.
fun.
yeah.
And then Coach Shui probably he threw 38 touchdown passes
Yeah, we
that
had,
day.
we
did.
We had the
I was
Giancarlo
like,
arm good, bro?
man,
Yeah.
we were
We
watching
had-
the games here, and we're like, Coach Chu's got to be sore.
We-
Like, I
We
mean,
literally said, "Hey, how many touchdown passes you think he threw already?"
38.
38.
38.
That's the whole season right there, boy.
They have the medical room still, right? Downstairs?
Yeah.
I think Coach Chu was down there.
No,
icing.
no need. No need.
No.
No need.
Oh,
No,
man.
and I think one of them, when Matias hit one, my thumb still hurts. He gave me a high five where I'm like, dude, you almost broke my thumb at first base. I'm like, and he said, Coach, what'd you hit? And like, it was you that hit me hard. It was funny, but it was, you know what? These kids had just a phenomenal time.
Yeah.
And just looking at it, it's the way they carry themselves throughout day one all the way till we losing
Yeah.
in the semifinals. Like everybody was really always looking to our kids because you know what?
Yeah.
There was other teams that were good there, very good teams,
Right.
but hey, they carried themselves a little different. And
Yeah.
I think for us, our kids were very humbled throughout the whole week. And
Yeah,
that's
Lionel
something.
shared that story as well. That you
Yeah.
know, that I think that the name of Braves Baseball Academy out there, I'm sure goes a long way.
And it's on and off the field because
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
people that don't know and are listening, the parents show up the first day and you're able to take your kids to the room,
Right.
and then it's like, all right, son, I'll see you in a week, right? And then the kids stay with the coaches for a whole week, and obviously with the rest of the teammates. So we told our kids, look, it's us, and then it's Coach Lira, and then it's Coach Lionel.
Yeah.
Depending on how we carry ourselves on and off the field, is what they're going to expect out of you guys, the entire staff.
Of course.
Cooperstown.
Yeah.
If we put out a bad rep, then you guys take the fall for it, and then you guys take the fall for it.
I think we did. That's why we had the hot water.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, right.
No,
So
that's-
the way the kids that
Yeah.
like shout out to our parents, the siblings, our kids. They were awesome on and off the field throughout the entire village during lunchtime, during breakfast, during dinner. They were amazing, and they really made it easy on us. We told them, hey, these are our expectations.
Yeah.
And it's up to you whether you want to meet them. And obviously they did. It was awesome.
Hey, you know what? It really made it easy. They would go to the showers quick, get out. They would see other teams messing around. Our kids weren't part of that.
The first
In
night,
and out.
kids team got kicked out of the shower, where staff comes and says, "Hey, coach,
Yeah.
your team's got to get out," and our kids are like,
Imagine you're in the middle of the shower.
Exactly.
And you know what? We had 2 kids that traveled to Cooperstown without their parents. So
Right.
that talking about being in traveling across the country without your parents, trusting the other parents that were traveling with, trusting us.
I
Which
was one of them when Drew was 12.
Yeah.
We took Big Diesel.
yeah.
That was Sammy's son for the week, and
Yeah.
Shout out to Art and Lucas, which he's at Maranatha now. I said, hey, I want to take him. He's like, take him. I'm like, all right, cool. And he flew out with us, and he won the home run derby.
Nice.
And I mean, so that was kind of it's a big responsibility.
As a coach or as a human being, you can't help it get emotional. Like one of them, Chungus, who's been with us since he was 6.
He spent his birthday out there.
He spent his birthday out there without his parents.
Yeah.
He hits a bomb.
Mm-hmm.
For his birthday.
Yeah, for his birthday.
Compa Chungus.
Yeah, Compa Chungus.
Chungus.
He's coming around second or third. And I'm like, oh, brother, come on, Coach Chewy. You can't cry right now. But
it's
like 100 thoughts come into your head.
Yeah.
You're like, this kid's out here across the nation without his parents.
Yeah.
And he's out here performing to the best of his ability on his birthday.
So I got a question for all 3 of you, all 4 of you guys.
Hey, but I'm talking on Chungus. Hey, shout out to our parents that made it his birthday special. We finished our game. There's cupcakes there, candles for him, everything's set up. So it's like, you know what? It's like he never left home. So like it was just phenomenal. And again, thank you for our Braves parents to really making that special for
We had a birthday out there too. When we're checking out, his birthday was that day. If we would have been playing, it would have been his birthday while he was playing. But yeah, no, those are the things where it's like those are memorable moments, especially celebrating your birthday out there in Cooperstown. Like those are the things you kind of do it for, but then you don't realize how special they are until you get into those moments. And let's, like God forbid they'll be like, yeah, sorry, we can't make it. And it would have been one of those where it kind of hurts, but they were able to do it. And for you guys to give him that, it was cool. Like we had a cake and out there and all that. For Jorge at the top of the hill, pretty much leaving his print there. Absolutely. I think that was a cool thing too. So like I said, in the moments you kind of don't think about it that deep, but then when you look back at them, you're like, damn, like these moments are. And in me, like I never got the chance to go to Cooperstown, so I didn't even know what Cooperstown was until later. And that's, to be honest, I didn't know what that was. So now that you go as a coach for the first time, it actually made me like, whoa, like. And when I know I talked about it, one of my friends was like, damn, this right here probably motivated one of those kids to try to go harder.
Yeah.
And that's the best part about it, right? Like you go for the experience, you play baseball, and then you also let it motivate you to be like, I want to be one of those guys in those Hall of Fame ceremonies.
So question for you guys. Obviously the kids have to use the restroom in the middle of the night. Who was a coach that would wake up?
Oh man.
Go ahead, Lionel.
I could tell. I was the one closest to the restroom. We strategically kind of set up our beds where we're by the doors.
Yeah.
So I gotta go to the restroom. I'm like, okay, one eye half open, walking the kids out there
in the middle of the night,
cold as hell in the middle of the night.
Yep.
But hey, we had to do it.
I'll show a quick story. The team Mexican coaches.
Is it the team from Chicago?
Juan and Pablo?
Chicago Bulls.
Juan Pablo.
They call the Bulls.
Chicago Bulls.
Michael
Pepe Jordan.
Dunham Bulls.
Dunham Bulls.
Dunham Bulls out of
Dunham
Chicago.
Bulls. So I run to the restroom and all the bunks look the same, and it's our first night.
Oh, yeah. Shoot, yeah.
So
this is a funny story.
So
you went to the wrong bunk.
I accidentally walked into the wrong bunk. And I come in and I tell myself, this looks different. Well, little did we know that the coach had told the kids, if you guys don't go to sleep,
El Cucuy
is coming.
You heard it? You heard him say that?
Yeah.
No. We didn't know till the next morning.
Oh.
So
okay.
Moments before I walk into the bunk, accidentally, the coach told the kids, you better go to sleep or El Cucuy's coming.
And he said, here he is.
So the next morning, the kids are looking at me and they're like, hey, El Cucuy. What's going on? And he goes, hey, coach, this is what's going on. Oh, that bonded us for the rest of the week.
It was so funny because Coach Shui walks in and he's like, Coach Mondo.
Traumatized.
I realize I'm on the wrong bunk. They all look the same.
Yeah, right? They do. Lionel, speak on it.
On our side, we had, believe it or not, we had nobody that went and used the restroom that I know of. Nobody woke us up.
Okay.
So
All right.
doesn't mean that somebody snuck out
Right.
to use the restroom.
Right.
But
Right.
for the most part,
Yeah.
Jason and I, nobody got woken up.
Yeah.
So-
man, must be. Yeah, no, we were all so we were all
Tell us,
there.
Larry, tell us,
Larry.
No,
I know,
Speak
come on,
speak on it.
Yeah.
well, I got 1,000 stories, but let's not go there. But no, yeah, we were over here. Me, Ed are just looking at each other like, all right, so we want the kids to go to sleep, but we're all like, well, people might wake up in the middle of the night, whatever. As soon as I said that, Coach Ed goes, "You guys better wake up, Larry, if you guys didn't go to the bathroom." And I was like, "No, don't do that." So then next thing you know, it's we go to sleep, and then it's like 6:30 in the morning there, and I just feel someone just looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, and it's 6:30, so like,
Been there.
and I'm like, what's going on? Like, and I wake up and I'm like, dude. So I'm laying down, I wake up my eyes, and I'm just looking, and I have one of the kids right in front of my face, was like, "Hey, I need to go to the bathroom." I was like, "Why didn't you wake me up?" He goes, "I didn't know how to wake you up." Like, so I was like, "Well, you stared at me, you gonna do no good." Like, I was like, "Well, all right, let's go to the bathroom." And then literally, like,
What if you got cold water at you?
I would have lost it. Yeah, I would have lost it. You know what they call it? They would have drowned me. I would have lost it. I would have lost it. I probably would have laughed later on, but at the moment, I would have lost it for sure. But I had 4 kids back to back wake me up, and Coach Ed was just sleeping his life away.
Yeah.
And then it was like that every day. Like, we had at least a couple kids. It got to a point where I was waking up early just to make sure that I didn't have to wake up while I was sleeping. So I was just up at 6 in the morning every day because I was
Just
like,
in
all right,
case.
who needs to go to the bathroom? Well, every day
Yeah.
some kid needed to go to the bathroom. So that's just
Yeah.
how we did it.
That's great. Yeah, it's a once in a lifetime experience.
How'd you
Yeah.
guys like the food in the village?
Yeah, let's
Breakfast,
talk about the
lunch, and dinner?
food.
Oh.
Lionel.
We ate. I think we had one breakfast and one lunch.
Really?
Besides that, the food was
Not the greatest.
not the
Not the
greatest.
greatest, right.
So
Thanks,
we
Lionel.
were having
You didn't
dinner.
thug it out.
We were having dinner, and they had corn, turkey, gravy.
Every day is it still like different, like
Yeah, they had
like
The fish
Me-
sticks were good.
culture,
meatloaf.
like different cultures, right?
No, I
Not
don't-
really.
No.
No, okay.
the says I think it was like there's 2 or 3 options every day.
Because
Right.
back then, a couple years ago, it was like different
Yeah.
cultures.
So like the
Weird.
meatloaf, not good. And I see the kids. I see a few kids had like mashed potatoes and corn. And some kids walked to the lunch tables with that. They had a chocolate cake, which was okay.
Yeah,
And that's all they had.
yeah,
I called my wife and parents, thank you guys so much because you
Yeah.
guys came clutch for the early games. I had you guys were always there on time for breakfast,
it's awesome.
lunch, and dinner. So
Yeah.
so for the most part, we only ate there like twice
Okay.
because the kids, I'm all, hey, these kids only have a chocolate cake on their plate for dinner.
Yeah,
We need some, and I think we got the kids cheeseburgers.
I think we did breakfast and lunch for the most part, but dinner we would do it upstairs at the big restaurant, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with
For
the
dinner.
with the rest of the parents.
Yeah, with
that
the
was
rest of the
better.
parents, because that gave the kids a chance to see their
To
parents
bond, yeah.
right before
yeah.
we called it a night.
So that was really good. And then thanks to the parents, they barbecued twice at an Airbnb that they've had close by. So that gave really good.
You guys got
Food.
invited?
We
What
did.
was that? Yeah,
You guys got invited?
Yeah,
yeah, we
did.
got invited.
Man.
Yeah. So it was really
Kenny-
good.
Kenny was pretty